Hello everybody, this is Ronar, and once again we are back to play some more Minecraft. But today we are not starting out in our survival world, because I am testing out this new contraption here. So, in our survival world, we are currently able to sort out every single kind of mobs. Like, we have a mob spawner that spawns spiders, skeletons, creepers, zombies, and we have a way of sorting them out so that we can get them within like individual tubes. Now, the next thing we want to be able to sort out is whether or not they can hold items. Now, if you don't know this, some mobs spawn with the ability to hold items. So if I take a bunch of pumpkins here and start throwing them at these guys, we'll find out if one of them is able to hold items. Okay, he doesn't hold items. Do any of you guys hold items? No, okay, this was a terrible demonstration. Let's try that again. I'm using zombie pigment here because skeletons and zombies will burn up in the daylight, so you don't want that. Alright, let's start throwing Yep, that guy can hold items. These guys can't. So as you can see, it's pretty rare for mobs to hold items. I think the rates at which mobs can hold items differs depending on species. Like, I think zombies and skeletons have a higher chance of being able to pick up stuff. But as you can see, some can and some cannot, as seen from the pumpkin. And if they can pick up something, they'll pick up anything. Like, you can give him a, it has to be better than the item that they had before. So with swords, I think you would have to give him at least an iron sword, and he'll pick that one up too. Yep, just like that. So, right now, I have a plan on how we're going to sort them out, depending on whether or not they can hold items. So, we need a pressure plate here that'll send out a pulse. And we'll have like, I'm thinking we'll have pistons. One piston underneath this guy, and if he can hold items, that piston will open up and he'll drop straight down. And if he can't, I'm thinking we would have a piston like right over here, and then pistons that would pull out these blocks and then push that guy down like a separate tube if he can't hold items. So that is the plan. So I'm just testing this out to see how this works. So if we let's see, what kind of armor does he not have? Okay, so if we can put a chain plate in here, if he can hold items, the moment this dispenser dispenses an item, he'll immediately pick it up before it touches the wooden pressure plate. Well, he drops that, but yeah, as you can see, he won't actually it won't actually touch the pressure plate. In fact, let me use a different set of stuff. Leather pants. I don't think he has pants. Does he have pants? No, he does not. All right, so if we press this, we will see that the glowstone will not light up. So, yep, it goes straight in. Now, what if they can't hold items? So let's deal with this guy. I'm sorry, but you have to go now. Alright, so. Oh, okay. Let's go here and back. I think their options will actually affect the spawn rates of the ones that can hold items. So, I'm going to assume this guy can't hold items. Yep, he cannot. So, what would happen if we threw a sword in here? Well, since he can't pick up the sword, I was hoping that the item would land directly on the pressure plate rather than like off. Let me think about how we're gonna do this. Can we make it so that... Would this affect the thing in any way if we changed it so that the dispenser was one farther? I don't know whether or not they could pick up stuff though, but let's see if this will make it land directly on the pressure plate. Alright, so if it's 2 blocks away, it should always land on the pressure plate. Let's try that just to be sure. Oh no. We're going to have to put stuff around here, apparently. Alright. Okay. My mouse DPI is getting really sensitive for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, let's see. Oh, sometimes it goes too far. Hmm. How are we going to do this? Okay, first things first. Let's figure out, let us figure out how fast it takes for a mob to pick up an item, if it can. So let's get pumpkins, because pumpkins are stackable and easy to get. Alright, so these guys can all pick up items, I hope. Or one of them can. Oop, one of them got it. Alright, this guy. Alright, so we have to, isolate this guy somehow. See if we can... Ooh, whoops, wrong button. Well then, Alright, so the other option that we have right now is, we can kill them all. Except for the one that we want. So let's deal with these guys. Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead because this is gonna take a little while. And we are back with the lone survivor. So he's gonna keep chasing us. And that means we are going to be able to, cage him in. Oop. Come back. Alright. No, nope. There we go. Back in. There we go. Alright. Got him trapped. Alright, so I want to see what their pickup distance is. Like the distance he can be standing while still picking up items. So, if we had a, let's not use, diamond swords, because those are pretty strong, so I can't use any more swords on him. So if we threw a stone sword around here, would he pick that up? No, he would not. Alright. So it has to be at least right there, I'm guessing. Yep, at least right there. Would he pick this up? No. Okay, so stone swords are considered better than diamond swords. I wonder what enchants are on this. Sharpness is actually not bad. Okay, so we know from over there that the dispenser can be at least up to here. Let's see if the dispenser can be at least 2 blocks away. Would that still allow us to equip him with stuff? So let's give him leather pants. Oops. I can't tell if he picked that up after it shot at the distance that it did, or... Alright, let's test it a few more times. Let's give him chainmail leggings. Alright, so it seems to work from this distance. Now the question is... Actually, I have a better way of doing this. What if we put a hopper in front first? So let's get a hopper. If we put a hopper right there, which would get picked up first, the item or the hopper? Alright. So we're going to test this out with a bunch of different things. So we have not given him leather boots, leather helmet, leather tunic. Okay, so let's try this 3 times. And if it doesn't get sucked into the hopper all 3 times, then we know this works pretty well. And the hopper picks it up. Okay, so we can't do it like this. What if we moved it closer? Would this still work? Alright, so what if I need a button? Alright, so what if we pressed it like this? Oh, he picks it up first. Picks it up first, and picks it up first. Perfect. Alrighty then, so we can do it like this. Now, let me try a different setup. Same thing as before, kind of. Wait, we want to keep that on top. And glass in the front. Alright, perfect. Now, what if it was a zombie pigman that can't pick up items? Let's try this one out now. So again, we need a hopper here. I mean, not a hopper, dispenser. Throw that on, and let's get some equipment ready for him. Some pumpkins. And some simple tools. Let's set the time back to time set 0. Okay, that's the command. Alright, so let's put a pigman here. I don't believe this guy can pick up stuff. Let's test this out with a helmet. Okay, no, he cannot pick stuff up, so we'll also throw the helmet in here. Alright, so the hopper should pick it up before it lands over there, so let's make sure that happens. Perfect. Picks it up. Seems to be just about every time. Alright, just exactly what we wanted. And sword. Alright, perfect. So this design seems like it's going to work. Let me test this side out just a little bit more. So, let's give him chainmail, chainmail, and chainmail. I just want to make sure he'll always pick up the item before it enters the hopper. So, picks it up, picks that up. Ooh, I think the chain boots got the hopper. I mean, the hopper got the chain boots, not the chain boots got the hopper. Let's try this one more time. Is it just because he doesn't pick those up? Oh, for some reason he's not picking stuff up anymore. So for some reason he likes his leather boots more than our chain boots. What if we gave him diamond boots? Would he accept those? Okay, so he accepts those. He apparently thinks chainmail boots are actually weaker than leather boots. Alright, and I'm pretty sure if we gave him anything else, he would accept that too. So let's just do a little test run, just to make sure he'll pick up everything before it enters the hopper. I think this is about 100% consistency. Alright, perfect. So what we're going to have is, alright, in each case, a mob will fall down through the top, like that. And now depending on whether or not the mob can pick up the items, if he can, every time the clock sends a pulse through here, he'll pick it up. If he can't pick it up, it'll get picked up by the hopper, and I'm guessing we'll just recycle it right back into the dispenser. And that's how that'll work. Now the next question is how we're going to do the dropping system. At first I was thinking about making him drop through the floor, but then we can't really make a separate tube right next to one that's already empty. So what's going to have to happen is we're going to have a piston here and a piston where the glass is. And then instead, the tubes will be like this. Yeah, that would work. And then if he can pick it up, piston will retract here and extend here, pushing him in here. If he cannot, then piston will retract and stuff and push him into that hole. So, yeah, we're gonna have to design this in our real world. So I'm gonna see you guys back there. It's been a really long intro in our creative world, so see you guys in a bit. Hello everyone. Okay, so we are back in our real world, and I have made a ton of changes since the last time you've seen it. So, that creative intro was actually recorded a few days ago, and then I ran out of ideas of what to do, so then I didn't really do anything up until now. But let me show you what happened to my mob sorter. As you can see, it's not 100% correctness. It's almost 100% with creepers. I don't think I've seen anything else get in creepers side except for one zombie maybe. Skeletons, this is pretty accurate too. It's always skeletons or zombies in here. No creepers, and it's only like 1 or 2 zombies, as you can see. Ton of zombies, and like 1 skeleton wearing gold armor in there, and a creeper. This, I'm gonna say the zombies are going to be the least accurate ones, because those come first in the sorting process, and there's a chance that skeletons and creepers will still walk in for whatever reason. I can lower the chances of creepers getting in, though, by placing a cat next to the villager up there, so I might do that. But, yeah. So here is the mob system. I want to see if I can find a way to show you guys. We are right now at the mob cap, I believe. There are like 100-ish entities in there, and that's because there are villagers there. Normally the mob cap is like 80 or something, I believe. So yeah, we are about at the mob cap. Alright, so what's happening here is, as usual, we have the sorting system. Okay, let's go from this side. Mobs spawn in that giant thing over there with water constantly pulsing in and out of that thing. And then they'll fall down here, and I have it to set the sort mode so that block is up and the water is flowing this way. They'll go down here into that tube. And baby zombies will get pushed into the lava over here, while the rest of them will swim up through this tube down here. And here's the first sorting process where skeletons and creepers will hopefully decide not to climb up over there and drop in there, and they'll just wash by. Zombies will see the villager, they'll jump up and run in, but occasionally a zombie cannot get in because I think I need to make this wider so there's like more chances for the zombies to get in. But the problem with making it wider is that there's also a higher chance that skeletons or creepers might accidentally run into. So I don't want to make this too wide. I think we'll see how it goes for now with only 3 vines here. And I might put a cat right next to the villager just to scare away creepers. I don't know. And it'll keep going down there. I don't know how much you guys can see this because there's glass everywhere, so it's really hard to see stuff, but the stone blocks are like the path. So it'll go down here, keep going down through there, and this top half is for spiders. But anyways, they'll keep going down through there and go through that tube over there. I want to get a better view of this, but okay, they'll go through that tube. Snow golems have already targeted these spiders, so snow golems will constantly be throwing snowballs across. So creepers and skeletons will flow through this way, and they'll all get hit by the snow golems. I don't think I've ever seen a creeper or skeleton not get hit. So after they get to this point, just put this up for a bit, they'll fall down through this hole after going up down here, and then skeletons will have smart AI and they will track. So they will think these trapdoors are floors, and they will see a path that goes like this all the way to the snow golem, so they will take that path. And as for creepers, they are not so intelligent, and they will just run straight at them into the wall. And as long as we have these here to make them think that they can drop it through, I mean, to make them think they can walk over, they will walk over, and same with here. And then these, that was where I ended it a long time ago, so I would just have empty space down here, and I would just see if skeletons were running here, and see if creepers were running there, and see if zombies were running there. Now we actually have tubes, so this tube goes up into here into 3 separate tubes, and these 3 separate tubes will go from zombies, which is from over there. I think this one was skeletons over there, and creepers over here, rising from there. So yeah, we have this 100% sorted, and this is a bunch of messy redstone for a safety device. In case I want to block stuff from coming in, for example, I don't want if I don't want any more creepers coming in, I do that. And I also have a safety system. See this water right here? Ooh. Why is the water not activating? Oh. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna relog and see what's wrong. Well then, while I was working on this, the creeper sort of blew up. Thankfully, I have this water here that I placed back down, but for some reason, this dispenser still isn't picking up the water. I don't know why though. I'm gonna try something here. What if I turn that off? Yeah, this is very strange. The dispenser does not seem to want to pick up the water. And if I pick up the water myself, it will choose not to dispense the water at all. Will it? Oh! Okay, it's finally working. I have a feeling this has to do with the redstone thing. I think... yeah, okay, this is a redstone thing. Apparently this power is keeping this powered, so it's as if it was not pulsing. So what I have to do is remove that, and then the dispenser will work? Yeah, okay. So that is the issue here, and oh, we're getting a new batch of mobs, so you guys can see it in action now. I have a feeling it's really loud, so I'm gonna turn... they're already at 1%. I think it should be safe, actually. Alright. I hope it's not too loud. Oh, we should probably turn down environment, actually, because the redstone might get really loud. Blocks and environment, down to 6%. Alright, there, it's better. So, as you can see, there are only skeletons and creepers. We have only zombies in here, hopefully. Yep. And we have creepers going down here. And we have skeletons going down there. Perfect. So, yeah, this thing works. And now we just have to, attach the... Oh, let's turn on the water system again, just to be safe. Also, apparently creepers can see my head over this. Oh, I'm guessing it's because if I stand back, yeah, he can see me when he's floating up. Okay, that makes sense. But anyways, let's see. So we have skeleton creepers. Alright, so what we want to do right now is set this system so that, let's see if I get up. Let's get up with dirt. So we want to have it so that we can choose whether or not we just want them to go into the tubes directly, because we just want to filter them and just kill them for their drops, or we can have it so that, let's see, we can have it so that piston extends here, stopping them from falling in there, and then, I actually do not know how this is gonna work. This should be simple redstone though, so I'll figure it out off camera actually, and then once I get back, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I'm not done working on this thing yet, but some weird stuff has been happening around here. So while I was coming around here, there was a creeper walking outside, and I have no idea how it got out, so strange occurrence number 1. And then the next thing is, well, this isn't really... Oh, this is how creepers are getting out. Okay. Goodbye, sir. Alright, yeah, I killed everyone in there. And then they started spawning again because I reset the mob cap, which I forgot, so they came in again. So I had to switch it back to fall mode where they fall down there instead of coming up this tube. I think I've gotten rid of most of them now. So, yeah, let's just finish off these guys. And, finish off. I don't know why there are skeletons in here now either. That was the next weird occurrence. And then I found out why there were skeletons in here. Apparently the spiders died or despawned. I don't know how the spiders died, because they should not be dying actually. What goes on is that to get a spider in here, I turn this lava off by pressing this button. Spider falls down. The moment he lands on the pressure plate, this block extends so he can't get out, and then the snow golems just keep shooting him. I don't see any reason for them to die like this unless they get suffocated. But if they were suffocating, they shouldn't have been surviving for like that many hours before dying. So I honestly don't know what's going on, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna continue our construction. I've turned on... No, I didn't turn it on. Never mind. I have like a safety system for this thing where the glowstone lamps will light up and then the pistons will extend so nothing else can get in. I was just having that on so I wouldn't fall in, but it doesn't matter right now. So what I've got to do is this. So I need to make a tube here, and let's see. I think I'm going to have to replace some blocks with solid blocks like the glass here, so I can have redstone wire running on it. Or I could have this as like full half slab blocks. I really don't know how I'm going to do this, but right now what's going to happen is when we want to sort out sort them out for our purposes of equipping them with armor for whatever reasons we need. We would have this piston extend so they couldn't fall down that hole. And then we would have, I think, okay, yeah, this will work. We will have, actually, I'm not sure if this will work. Oh, I just need more signposts, I think. Alright, so what needs to happen is, I'll go down here a bit. So if we have, actually, all we really need is a piston on top. We don't really need this thing on the side, actually. Let's try that. Okay. So, this is slightly confusing. Sorry if you can't keep up with this. Whatever I'm talking about. Okay, so if we have, a piston here, we can make it so that when this is extended, this is blocked off. And then when this retracts, they go up the tube. And then, that way, we won't need a dispenser here. All we need is glass and some water. So let's hop out of here. Let's place a signpost down here, I think. And in fact, we might not even need all of this. If this piston was extended... Okay, so we will still need that piston right there. Just make sure they don't go down this way. But then we'll just have this retract. And then... Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so, let's see, what do we need, we don't need these items, so let me just chuck out some junk items. We don't need this potato, don't need bow and arrows, and this meat. Okay, so, let's see, I need to place this sign right here, I guess? Yeah, that works, I think. If I have water flowing from here, it'll flow over here, so the stream will continue, and they will still fall. Alright, so that should be fine, and if this block is extended, and this block retracts, then they'll go up through here, I think. Should that work? It should work, I'm hoping. Please work. Alright, so I'm going to set this up and then I'll tell you guys exactly what's going on because I don't know if I can explain this very well. So see you guys in a bit once more. Okay, and I am back. So, after a bit of fiddling with redstone, I'm pretty sure I overcomplicated this, but it'll have to go because this is what I made. So right now, down there we have a lever with a redstone torch rising signal. And then the signal just goes all the way over here and to these two things. So this torch inverts the signals to these two pistons, and these two pistons are always extended, or not always. When this signal is on, these two pistons are extended and these two are off. When the signal is off, these two are retracted and these two are on. And how this works is both tubes work the same way, so I'll just show one. So when it's on, instead of going down there, this piston holds the water back and they go up. And when I turn it off, this piston retracts extends, and that one retracts, blocking the top part so they won't swim up, and they'll just keep going forward down into that tube that's unblocked now. So I'm pretty sure I could have simplified this in so many ways, but I'm dumb, so I don't know how to do that. Or I'm too lazy to do that, at least. But yeah, so we have all this set up. And now the next part is trying to figure out how to make it so that they get filtered out. So I think what's going to happen is that those two tubes are going to lead out. I think I'll make them lead out backwards more. So this is going to become a really bulky build. Like, I really need to figure out ways to simplify the redstone. Like, this entire thing is just a mess of blocks and redstone, just in an attempt to get things to work out. But yeah, I'm gonna start building up. So recently, actually just last week, the reason I haven't like recorded this entire week was because I had exams and stuff. So yeah, like 2 exams this week, and I had no idea what was going on in any of them, but I think I did pretty well on them, so it's all good now. Alright, so I'm going to need to get... Alright, I should get myself organized, and once I'm done organizing myself, I'll be back, so see you guys in a bit. Okay, so it took me a lot of trips back and forth from my storage room back here to finally have this set up, but I think this is gonna work. So, the mob will fall down here, so this is where he will be standing. He'll be like encaged and stuff. So the first thing is to test whether or not he can hold stuff. So we have this dispenser, which will hold let's give it a button. Alright, so that he's going to hold a button. Normally it would be a pumpkin head, but anyways. So we'll have some sort of mechanism right now. Right now this is just the item recycler, a tester and recycler, and this thing will shoot out an item. So let's say it shoots it out, and if he picks it up, then nothing will go in here, and then after a certain point or a certain amount of time, using a what do you call it, a timer, after a certain amount of time using a timer, since nothing entered here, he will just get pushed, I guess, using a piston from here down into the can hold stuff zone. And now if he cannot, this thing will pick it up, and I don't know if you guys saw that, but it got recycled back in there. So once this button goes in, the comparator will send out a really small pulse of redstone, which is enhanced by this repeater, brought around, goes into here and into that dropper, which then gets powered because the item gets sent into the dropper, right? And then a pulse gets sent around, then the dropper shoots it back up into the dispenser. So as you can see, here is the dropper, and if this thing went in, whoops, and if this thing goes in, he shoots it back up into the dispenser. Alright, so this took so much time to actually figure out, and now it's time for part 2, which is, I guess I'm going to be hooking up the pistons next to decide whether they fall down this way, or if they fall down this way. I might make it fall down this way, because there's already redstone on this side. But anyways, I'll see you guys once I have that done. Okay, so instead of wiring up how the pistons are going to work next, I've decided that we're going to go with this method. So we're going to have water here, and our water stream will push down this way. So once the mobs reach here, forget about the trapdoor for now. That's going to be changed later. That's going to serve as a limiting function to limit how many mobs can go through at once. But now when we hit the tripwire, that'll trigger the dispenser to fire a pumpkin at us. So, and click. And now, since we're not a mob, the pumpkin won't just immediately be thrown onto us. But one problem that I'm noticing is that this the hopper dropper thing doesn't seem to be firing as fast as it should be. I don't know if switching this to redstone will help, but let's see if that helps. Okay. So, no, it does not seem to be allowing any more redstone. Yeah, the redstone does not seem to go through. Okay, so the hopper is moving too slowly for this thing, so we need more delay on this if we want to be able to fire everything. So let's change this to like one more tick. Let's see how that would... Oops. Okay, so we have that there. Okay, it sends all 3. So adding one more tick to that helped. Okay, so here's how this works. So let me remove these blocks. And it was getting really dark in here, so I added some glowstone for lighting. So, when they touch the tripwire, that causes the redstone to come over here This will extend and send the power down to this wire, and thus will start the timer, which will be enough time for them to float over and then fall in. And right when they are here, that's just about when the redstone pulse reaches here and the pumpkin fires. And that is that. We have the dispenser hooked up now, so the next part is once this hopper detects an item, what will happen is that one of these two sets of pistons have to activate, and I think I'm going to want to send the mobs that can't hold items, so when the item falls into the hopper instead of onto the mob, this piston will extend and shove the mobs down into a hole this way. So, I think we will be putting glass here, so we can put that there for now. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to finish building this because I can't really think and record at the same time while making this entertaining, so I'm going to finish building that part too, and then come back to you guys, so see you guys in a bit. Okay, and we are back. So we have this part hooked up now, so I'm gonna first demonstrate it because the wiring is gonna be a bit hard to explain. So right now it's starting to take shape, this entire place, as you can see here. So if the mob does not pick up the item, the hopper will pick it up and send the signal this way. And as usual, we'll have the signal go around, so then the dropper can send it back up into the dispenser. But however, there's an extra part now, so instead of the redstone, that piece that we had here, I replaced that with a block, put a torch there, and now that torch sends a signal to this piston and an inverted signal all the way around from the bottom around there to this piston. So what should happen is when something falls in here, I'm just putting in water here for now just for a safety drop because I'm going to fall in there. But it's going to be a hole once this is complete. So once an item goes in, this piston extends, this piston retracts, and I get shoved in there. So let's test this out. Oh, it didn't work. Alright, so I'm guessing I have to fix up the delays a bit. Alright, so let's see, what do we need? When this activates, we need we need that to retract first, so we can't have too much delay on this. We need more delay on this is what we need. So how do we get more delay on that? We could change it so that this is the delay. Like that, maybe? Alright, let's try that one. If we do it like this, let's send the signpost in. Alright, almost. Almost, I guess. Was that almost? Okay, yeah, we still need to fix this up a bit more. A little bit more delay. Oh, okay, I see the problem. Because when we delay the signal into this, we're actually technically delaying the signal onto this part too. So, we need to find a way to isolate the delay only onto this part of the signal, but how? Is there a way to speed it up? Can't figure out a way to speed it up, so we have to find a way to delay. Alright, we have to isolate the signal. So instead of going with like redstone this way, we're going to have to make it so that I can't have any more comparators running out of this. That's the annoying part. How would we do this? How would we do this? Maybe if I made this into a full block. Alright, let's try that. So if I remove that, make this into a full block, that way we would have signal going through here. Replace this signal with a torch. We could then Alright, well, we isolated the signal to this one, but we still can't put a repeater in. That's the problem. We can't build too far in because this is the middle point. So since we're mirroring this side to be this side, if I put stuff here, then I can't put stuff from here onto here. So that's going to be an issue. Thinking. Well, let's just make this look a little neater. I think that looks nicer. Yeah, it looks nicer. Alright, what if we tried to, what if we tried to, change up the entire method that we did this in? Alright, so instead of doing all this, instead of doing all that, we have it so that, okay, so this still goes into a block, I'd say. That would make the most sense, right? Okay, yeah, this still goes into a block. But now, instead of going up, we'll send it into a repeater this way. Okay, this'll work, I think. And then we'll just add this stuff here and send the signal up this way. How's that work? We'll just send the signal up like that, and we want this to be off, so we'll want to invert it one more time. How would I invert it one more time? Like that. And like that. Perfect. Alright, so I think we have it this time. Let's hope we have it this time. I don't want to do this again. Alright, let's remove that, place back that repeater, and let's take it for a run. Alright, so when I throw something in here, nope, still an issue. Is the delay really the issue here? Wait, is this even turning off now? Oh, now that's not even turning off. Okay, that's a problem. Let me see if anything got stuck in here first. Okay, nothing. Good. Alright, so we do have to keep this as a wire, which means, oh, okay, we can just remove this block and make this into wire again. We're gonna have to make this slightly longer because we took out a repeater there, and this time it should work. Alright, let's try it one last time. Let me make sure I'm centered exactly, because let's actually just throw this here so we have a bounding box. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, so that other thing isn't running now. Problems arising everywhere. What's the problem now? Oh, I get it. Because there's only one item within the hopper, this thing sends out a very weak signal of only one. That's why we had to have the repeater there. Alright, I'm going to work on this a bit and get back to you guys. Alright guys, we've done it. So here's how it goes. I first of all changed it so that instead of coming out from here, it comes from over here, the signal. So actually, the way I set this up, this delay doesn't even matter. This could be here. Okay, that could be one delay actually, because it's still being sent from the same signal, so I don't think anything I changed here did anything. But what I did do was I removed some of the torches here, and that apparently was just enough to make it so that it was enough to push me down. So let's try showing this to you guys right now. So perfect, and it's worked every single time I've tried this. And now the problem is trying to get out. Ooh, Did I get out? Alright, perfect. So, yeah. I think this works pretty well. I'm just gonna remove this. Just to make sure it works. Yep, it seems like that retracts first and then this pushes out, so that's nice. What happens if we add more delay? Does that do anything to this? Okay, so that does nothing besides waste more time, so we're gonna do that. In fact, we could probably do this with redstone, just flat out redstone. Saves resources, let's find out. Oh, okay, we have to have a repeater because the redstone dust over there won't get activated. Alright, so yeah, we still have to use a repeater, but everything else is fine. In fact, we could have done it the other way, the less complicated way where we just had everything shifted over here. But, yeah, it works, so I'm not really going to touch this anymore. It works, so it works. Alright, so I'm going to mirror this on the other side, and I'm going to figure out what we want to do next, which is probably this one. So with this one, what we're going to want to do is have it so that when this shoots out, if nothing enters this hopper for, maybe... We'll have like a clock, and it'll give it 3 seconds to decide whether or not it wants to, we're going to have a circuit, okay, that goes to this trapdoor. This trapdoor will let in things, right? Like that. So, first. So, when this trapdoor unloads something, a clock will begin running, and if after 3 seconds this thing receives no pulse, like this system that pushes them down this way receives no items, this hopper, then these things will activate. So that is the next step. Hopefully I can compact that all in here. Like so far, this is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be, so it's been going pretty nicely so far. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Alright, so I'm going to see you guys once I'm done building everything else. See you in a bit. Okay, and I am back, and after some messing with redstone, I'm still having trouble getting this to work because apparently if I want to get the secondary pushing system to work, I also have to hook in the part where they fall down and land on the pressure plates to actually get stuff done with the entire thing in general. So I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this episode. So let's talk a little bit about some other stuff actually. So let's head over here first. So last episode I was dealing with the ender farm, and I actually have finished the ender farm, and I used up all 64 plus 17 diamonds that I had, so that's around 81 diamonds all used up. So let's see, I got some helmets, projectile protection 4, which is terrible, protection 3, it's okay, projectile protection, that's still terrible. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of projectile protections, I don't know why. Unbreaking 3, that's always nice, fire protect. I think the ones with low durability were old ones. This one was a pretty good one. These are really good leggings. This one's terrible, this one's terrible, this one's okay. And this is a set of armor that I will be using for myself. I believe I have maximum protection 4 because you don't need max protection 4 on everything. I think you just need a certain amount of protection numbers. I think this is enough. And this one also has feather falling 4. And I gave myself leather boots because these are awesome. They're really cheap, so I'm not afraid about losing them. These I got from mob drops, so why not wear them? And yeah. And oh yeah, so I guess I should show you guys the ender farm. I did complete that, and here is how it looks so far. So let's see how much I've gotten done. So I've got let's see, I don't know how much of this I showed you guys last time, but completed some of the ceilings, and I removed most of the stuff here, and I've been here for a long time. I actually lost a lot of diamond tools because there were some times where I would adjust this track thing, and every time I went down I would die. So I think I finally made it so that I won't die every time I jump down this track thing. Because with a minecart, if you fall down a height Unless you land on tracks, you'll actually take fall damage, but I went ahead with the oh gosh, what was that? There was an Enderman on the track. Huh. I think we have to deal with that. I was not even paying attention. I was looking up. Alright, do I have the minecart with me? Yeah, I do. Okay, so let us go deal with the Enderman. Hopefully he can't do anything to us. I think the Enderman teleported from over there, so I'm gonna have to find a way to stop him from teleporting over here. I think if we push him down, he'll die. Goodbye, sir. Yep, he died. Okay, so we have to light this top part up, so let's do that with a glowstone block. There we go, this place is safe now. And let's jump. Oh yeah, and that sound you heard earlier was just G-Talk, the little binging sound, so that's not your computer, it's mine probably. Alright, landed, and yep, we're safe. Okay, so I don't know how much of this I've shown you guys last time. I'm starting to create a ceiling here so Enderman can't teleport inside of the safe zone. I added some anvils over here. I have that. I don't know if I showed you guys all that last time. And mostly it's the top part that you guys want to see. So, oh, and this thing in action. As you can see, it's working all according to plan. A ton of EXP just flowing in super quickly. And this is perfect. And I haven't even completed all the layers, but right now I've just completed 8 layers, and that seems to be enough for me, so hopefully we don't die on the way up. You have to cage this in, otherwise Enderman will fall outwards. So I have that. I have to put water on the top of this thing, so Enderman can't teleport outside of it. That's one thing I have to do. Because Enderman can still teleport onto the roof and stuff from inside of that cage thing after they fall down. Alright, so let's see. Pistons will activate like that, and this is repeated up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers. So yeah, and it is perfectly dark up here, as you can see. 0 BL, 0 SL, 0 RL. So yeah, so I guess I could talk about some other things right now. I haven't recorded for like 2 or 3 weeks, and that's because the first week I had an exam, and it usually takes me about 1 week to record something, because when I record stuff, I'll start like half the episode, and then I'll not realize how to, well, not know how to continue the episode, or what to do, or how to end the episode. So yeah. And recently Pokemon XY came out, so I've been excited to get that, but apparently my friend decided to order it instead of drive me to the store to buy it. So we're just going to be waiting for our stuff, and I also have another exam this Friday, so that means I won't be enjoying Pokemon XY for a long time, which I'm actually looking forward to a lot. I really want to play Pokemon XY right now, but exam comes first. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye. Okay, I lied, it's not the end of the episode. One thing I did notice in the comments for my previous episode, someone commented that on the Ender farm, there was a design that you could possibly use to, it would still be tileable, and it would keep the pistons individualized. Like, you would step on one pressure plate and it wouldn't activate the other ones, unlike the string version. And yes, it is true, it is possible to do that and not use sticky pistons. But the thing about doing it this way, as you can see, this is a really good design. It pushes Enderman off just the way we would want it to. And this is probably the design he had in mind. I remember I saw this on Etho's channel, but the one problem with this for some reason is that you can't stack it on top of each other very efficiently. As you can see, my previous designs you could stack directly on top of each other and they would be fine. This one, however, if you stack it on top of each other, this redstone torch will power this piston, which means it is not going to spawn Enderman, as you can see. And even when I put it up one extra higher, that extra torch will still activate the bottom piston for some reason. I don't know if this is a bug or if that's intentional, but yeah, it does that for some reason, which I'm not entirely sure why. Apparently redstone torches travel downwards to signals, or maybe it's only with pistons. I don't really know, but it was something I thought about before, but because of this thing, it wouldn't be very compact in terms of height, and since the maximum height I can build the ender farm is 128 blocks tall because I am currently on like layer 0, that means I will be getting less spawning spaces if I do it like this. So that is why I did not choose this method of piston redstone stuff. But thank you for the suggestion, and it was really nice hearing comments like those from the previous episode. So thank you very much for appreciating my videos, and thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!